Hello, Krista Woodard here again. I am the children's librarian at the Osceola Public Library, in case you didn't see the first video. And today I'm going to do a small demonstration of what you could do with our Gale Research Databases in your homeschool environment. And so, once again, I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, in order to find the Gale Research Databases, you'll want to go to our library webpage. It is a little outdated, and we are working on a new webpage. So once we get the new webpage, this will change a little bit. But for the time being, this is how you'll do it. So kind of overlook our outdated website. Okay, when you get here, you're going to want to look for your research tab. Click on that. My internet at home is slower than at work. I am doing this from home, by the way, so that you can see how it looks to log into these services that I'm going to be sharing. Because if I do this from a work computer, I'm automatically logged in. So you miss the first step. So I decided I will go ahead and do this one from home. Okay, so here we are in our research tab. Search engines, you know, it has a lot of information here, but what you're looking for is the Gale resources. And there's a link over here, so you can choose either one. So once and as it says, 24/7 answers to everyday research, car repair, health information, small business resources, K through 12 homework help, even reader's advisory. There's just a lot of stuff in here. So we'll see when I click on it. Here we go. Okay, here are the databases as it populates. Okay, and as you can see, there's quite a few. I'm going to scroll through here. Quite a few different databases. So you have a lot of categories that you can choose from to do your research. Agricultural, academic OneFile, a complete source for peer-reviewed scholarly articles across all academic disciplines. So think this is higher level. This is going to be higher than your kids need, but it is it's the main file for academics. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate this by finding one of the databases that may be of interest to you. Okay, so let's do elementary. So if you have an elementary student, you would just want to click on this. And this is where you're going to find your login information to get any further. So over here, what you're going to want to put in is your library card number. That is what gives you access to these databases. And so I'm going to enter mine, and we'll just get right on in there. Okay, and here we go. So it has all sorts of categories that you can look through if you're just wanting to browse. Let's get rid of that. Okay, news information. Librarians find creative ways to serve kids when buildings are closed for browsing. Oh, it looks like this one might be good for me. Okay, so there's also pictures. My internet at home really is slow. Okay, so there you have it. Different pictures, coat of arms, maps for those of you that are looking for maps, all sorts of things, and videos. And it's the same thing. I'm not going to go through too much of it since obviously this is going to be a slow process on my computer. One thing, I'm going to go back to the news because I thought I saw something interesting there. Fun facts for September. So even sometimes if you're looking for something to lighten up their studies. If you're looking for a fun fact to teach, you can come here and find all sorts of fun stuff. Okay, now, however, if your child is doing a research report on beluga whales, that's where you're going to want to find our search box right here. And then hit enter, and let's see what we get. Okay, so book articles, we have news articles, we have magazines, and they'll tell you on each one what the source is. Weekly Reader, International Wildlife, CNN Wire. And so if I decide I want this one, I'll click on the title. And there you go. You have a nice big article. Okay, not huge, but an article. But it also has, which is good for your, especially when your kids get to upper levels, when they're going to want to include bibliographical information for where they got their research, source citation right here. And they actually have three different types of citations. So there is our elementary database. I'm going to, okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to find a different database to search. I can do that by closing out when I'm in, and you see then under another tab, this was the databases that we started from. Okay, so fine arts, general one file, magazine, news, and journal articles on general interest topics and current events. Okay, now here we have high school information. So if you want your high school student to be able to research, this is a good place to go. Subject guide, publication search. So you can even go and look for a particular publication if that's what you're looking for. Let's say, oh, I just clicked on all publications. There are 1,937 different publications that we have listed in here. So that would take a long time to search through. You can limit your search over here by any of these, your target audience, children's lower elementary, upper elementary, general. I'm going to do the children's upper elementary, and let's see what we get for publications. Nothing happened. Let's try it again. Oh, okay. Oh, no, maybe it did happen and I just didn't see it. There we go. So here we have Ask, Baby Bug, all these different resources that we can choose from. Use, The Mitten, National Geographic Explorer or Adventure. So that's just looking through publications. If we want to, again, go back to our, I'm going to go back, if we want to do research on a particular thing, like for example, we have elections coming up. Let's assume that your high school student needs to write your research paper on why they believe the Electoral College is a necessary thing in this country. That comes up every 4 years, it seems like. There you go. You can go right up here, type in Electoral College, hit enter, and let's just see what we get. Okay, 2,309 magazines. So this one looks a little different, and I can go through and decide, I'm sorry, you can go through and figure out if you want specifically a book, specifically a news item, images or videos, academic journals. I'm going to keep them all, and I'm just going to kind of look through here and see what I can find. Now, this is good. What you want is, and this filter has already been applied, so this is a good thing. Sometimes in here it will list different articles that pertain to your subject, but not include the article itself. It will only give you a citation and tell you, here's what the article's about. Now you have to actually go find this magazine or book and read the article yourself. obviously we don't want that. So you definitely want to make sure that you have your full text filter applied. Okay, there, we've done the college one. I'm going to close this out. We're going to go back out, and you'll notice that once you log into the first database, if you keep going back to different ones, you don't have to keep logging in with that library card number. So that's handy. I love opposing viewpoints. Okay, I took debate in high school, and I just feel like there is no better way to get a really good grasp on a topic than to study both sides of the issue, and that's what opposing viewpoints is for. I have not looked at this yet, so we're going to look at this one together today. Okay. Issues of interest. Ownership of exotic animals. Yay or nay? Do you think we should or should we not? So, or we could do, let's see, let's do the Electoral College and see if there's anything. Yes. Okay, now I'm just going to click on that, and it will do my search. Here we go. Okay, and here it will share information, an overview of information about the Electoral College. And down here, it has your different viewpoints. You can click on viewpoints. Here, the featured ones are right here. Okay, obviously, here's one where he says the Electoral College will never make everyone happy. The case against the Electoral College is stronger than ever. American democracy. So there's just all sorts of really great information that gives you both sides of the issue so that your child, I'm sorry, student, if we're talking high school level, so your student can get in there and dig around and really decide for themselves what they believe is the best. Okay, opposing viewpoints. I think we will go ahead. We've got U.S. history, world history, war and terror, vocations and careers. Here, if you have a high school student or even upper elementary who's kind of thinking about what they want to do for the future, here you go. Articles on job searching, building a career, and more. Home improvement, health and wellness. What I'm looking for, here we go, Chilton Library. Not everybody fixes their own vehicles, but at our house, my husband has always been our auto mechanic for the things that he can fix. And so every time that we buy a new car, a new used car, he orders a Chilton book on that car so that whenever anything goes wrong or he has any questions about things that are working right or not working right, he can do that. So here we have the Chilton Library right here. I'm going to look up one of our vehicles here and see if they have it, because they don't obviously have it all. Here you go. So here's your vehicle. Select the year. I have a 2009. Had to think about that for a minute. Okay, Ford Mustang. There we go. All right. So here we have it. For my 2009 Ford Mustang, they have data available for repair, maintenance, labor estimating, and bulletins and recalls. Let's just look at what maintenance brings up. Vehicle configuration. Oh, yeah, no, they're going to ask me things I don't know. This is all my husband's department. Anyway, you get the idea. This can be a wealth of information if you're wanting to fix your own car. If you're wanting to teach your young ladies or young men how to do basic maintenance on a car, Chilton's is wonderful. Okay, I think that does it in a nutshell. That is our Gale Resource Databases. Wonderful resource for everybody. So definitely feel free to take advantage of that. All right, thank you.